Hello from Amsterdam. I am here in the suburbs of, I don't actually know where, but it's about 40 minutes away from Amsterdam. I have been here for the past 6 days at a Tony Robbins conference, Business Mastery, and decided, because of some fellow platinum members from the Tony Robbins community, to do a very interesting experience. And I actually can't wait to tell you guys about it, share everything. So I have never done mushrooms before. I've never done any sort of psychedelic drug. And this opportunity came about that there is a beautiful facility. I am actually here now, and it's, well, that's just a light. I'm here now, it's spectacular. This is my room, and I will be doing mushrooms for the first time tomorrow. And I thought, what better way to give you insider details than to do a vlog? So today's video is going to be definitely different than my other ones because I'm walking you through all the things and sharing my experience about mushrooms. Now, I want to, get clear on why I'm here and why I chose to do this. So this place, it's called Synthesis, and it's Synthesis in Amsterdam. Synthesis in Amsterdam. Say that 5 times quickly. This place is, as I said, about 40 minutes away from Amsterdam. It is legal to do mushrooms here, and what I really liked about this specific company doing it is that it's more of a retreat and very much led, and they guide you through everything. So we actually just had our integration day and setting sacred space where we all shared our intentions and anything that we wanted to while holding the talking stick, and it was beautiful. I mean, oh my goodness, like unreal how connected I feel to these human beings. So did that, had lunch, talked about the experience tomorrow and everything that's gonna happen. So now I'm just in my room doing a little bit of work because they have recommended to turn off all electronics, and I have been given permission to record. Obviously, I won't do it while I'm in the journey itself, so I can't show you what's going on in my mind, but on the video that I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm definitely going to tell you all about it, and I can't wait. So I'm just about to go have my next consultation, and this is a one-on-one consultation where we're gonna go into my history, and I've already filled out a bunch of paperwork. So yeah, we're doing my history of experiences, spirituality, all these different levels, and then they figure out what dosing they're gonna give you. And from there, we're then gonna do it. So tomorrow it starts with breath work and breakfast, breath work, and then I don't know what else. So for the moment, I work, I continue, and I'll take you around with me for the rest of the day and show you what we eat for dinner and everything, getting prepared, and then we will come back after the experience. So definitely stay tuned if you've ever been interested in mushrooms. See you soon.
apart with you by my side. It's all I ever needed. With that look in your eye, moments into memories as the day goes by. Each second with you makes it feel alive.
Well, hello there. It is officially the next day after the mushroom experience, and I have a lot to share with you because things did not go quite as planned. And I think this is going to be a bit interesting for you guys to hear, but also it's going to be good for me to, I guess, share it out loud of what happened. So I ended up not really doing mushrooms. I did a microdose or 3 grams of it, and then they offer you a booster, which I got another 3 grams about an hour later. So that was interesting, and I'll tell you how I felt from that, but I want to explain what happened. So day 1, we get there, and that's when I had checked in with you guys about, how excited I was, and we then did the opening circle, which everyone shared a bunch, and I was the last person, and I'm a very highly sensitive and emotional person, and I feel other people's energies, and I get connected very quickly to energy. So being the last person and hearing everyone go very, very deep, I then went very deep in sharing. So we started off with what's our intention, and mine was about this block that I have in regards to my creativity. So there's so much I'm trying to share within my authenticity of what's going on in my life, and I'm having a hard time sharing it with you guys, and it's literally just this block. So that was my intention, to go in and kind of understand how to get over this block. And so I shared that, and then just started going deeper and shared a ton of stuff in regards to masculine and feminine energy, and that I've been living this life of very masculine energy, and it's very solution oriented and just go, focused achievement. And while I know I look quite feminine on the outside, my internal state of being has been very masculine, and my career has been very masculine. So this is also something I'm very excited to share more about in the coming videos and blog posts. So from that, I could tell that the facilitators, who are gems, they're absolutely wonderful, like highly, highly recommend these people as facilitators. I could tell that they were a little nervous because I've just moved countries from Paris to London, and then I just moved out of the house that I was staying at, and now I'm staying with a friend on his couch, and just flowing, and kind of my life is a little bit in chaos right now. So from there, we then did one-on-one sessions, and I went, again, pretty deep in my one-on-one session, sharing more and more about what's going on in my life, things of which I'm trying to find that unblock in order to share with you guys. And so I told them everything, and they told me they were already going to give me a microdose, meaning just a very small amount. And then by the end of it, they told me that actually they didn't recommend me doing mushrooms at all, and that I would not be taking part in the ceremony. And naturally, that makes one a little upset, because I'm trying to work through feelings of security and safety, and that immediately made me feel kind of like the effed up child who, their mind is so bad that they have to go to the corner over there and sit by themselves while everyone else gets to do it. And so a lot of emotions came up from that. So it was a few hours of chatting to the different facilitators and really just trying to share my truth about what I was feeling. And I'm grateful for the opportunity, because it allowed me to do some healing with my ex-boyfriend who was there. And that's a whole nother story that I've been kind of wanting to share with you guys. So that did bring about a really beautiful conversation between us. And then I was able to share, how I wish they had handled the situation and everything. So I went to bed that night pretty upset, and then the next morning had said to them, you know, should you guys choose to change your mind, I'm ready. I'll ground myself, I'll meditate, I'll be very happy going into this state. And what I had also realized in that moment was that I had just come off of a Tony Robbins event. So Tony Robbins being very hyper masculine, of screaming like, ah, I am a gladiator, and like fist pump to your chest. So that's a lot to go from that sort of energy to then sitting in this circle and passing around the talking stick. They said an alternative we have is that we can have you microdose on a really small amount, meaning 3 grams. So I probably wouldn't see anything. I might not feel anything, but it could just have a really light effect. And I said, that actually sounds really good. So I got to then participate in the opening ceremony, which was beautiful. They did sage all over our bodies, and then we put our like stones or jewels. So I put my necklace from Bali. It's my favorite necklace in the world. I put that in the circle. And then we, very ceremonial, they brought out the truffles, and it had a cute little thing with my name on it in the bowl, and they give you ginger tea for nausea and then raisins to eat it, just in case you hate the taste. I didn't mind the taste at all. I actually thought they were totally fine. Some people were gagging. I just laid back and was like, I'm just gonna take this and be super peaceful. And all that happened to me was I got really calm, like at a level I don't know if I've ever experienced. And everyone just like laid down, and it was very peaceful. So what happened for me was I started thinking about different things, ideas, and at one point my ideas were kind of almost like on clouds in a sense, but I wasn't seeing the visual, but that's the analogy I would give you. And one of them disappeared, and then I felt myself trying to grasp at it, like I'm not done with this thought. I haven't solved it or figured it out or come up with a solution, and I was kind of like trying to grab it. And that was interesting for me to realize, thoughts just come and go, and we don't need to be attached to them. And then about an hour in, I decided to get up and start drawing. I love drawing, I always have, and I just don't do it anymore. I took the next hour to draw flowers, and it was very beautiful. I went and sat outside, I had lunch with the staff, and then went back in, did my second dose of another 3 grams. And then for the rest of the day, it was just really peaceful, calm. I wrote my book. And then by the time everyone came out of it, they were all super, super out of it. And then I slept ridiculously intense, deep last night. Everyone had a beautiful experience in my group. A few people got stuck in loops, and what we were told and explained is that it just happens in like a loop where the same thing keeps happening until you're able to kind of like go through the loop. And I can't say I really know what that means because I didn't experience mushrooms. And my biggest takeaways from it is summed up in one word, which we had to do, is calmness. So for me to be very gentle with myself, with all of these changes and having moved countries and the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend stuff, and just job and creativity and trying to figure things out, and Instagram, and it's like it's become a lot in my mind. And so just to be gentle with myself and not need to control and not need solutions, and be a bit more feminine. And I feel just in a really good mood now. Still very relaxed, and I've lost my voice a little bit. And I'm now going to go out on the canals, take a bike out, and just relax and integrate. And that's the biggest thing that I've learned that I haven't been doing, is I've been doing all these different events and Tony Robbins and blah, 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 blah. And I just need to slow down and integrate. So can't wait to try mushrooms once again. And I'm actually really looking forward to doing ayahuasca at some point, whenever it happens. And I'm a very big believer not to seek things out of these natures. They will seek you when the time is right. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do new videos every week, except not, because as I said, I'm trying to figure things out. I will also be doing a blog post about this, so I'll put the link in the caption down below. And if you feel called to share your journey with me, I would love to know if you guys have tried mushrooms or ayahuasca or any of those things. So until next time, mwah, see you later.
Look in your eye, moments into memories as the day goes by.
Officially done with the mushroom experience, and of course one cannot be in Amsterdam without getting on the canals on a boat with a glass of wine.